Welcome back to another Ark video. We're here on Ragnarok on my solo survival world, and today we are finally going to build my starter house. So I'm very excited. I have behind me my starter building army here. We have my Doedicurus, my Castroides, which is the beaver, and Boromir, which is my deer. These are great utility dinos. So this one helps you get stone, this one helps you get wood, and this one helps you get thatch. And those are the basic building materials you need to build any kind of structure. So you will notice, oh, I also have my lovely cat Pack over here who's going to help guard us as we're gathering resources. And then on my raft here, my raft keeps getting more and more full. I have 3 storage chests that I'm going to fill up with all kinds of resources. Let's get started here. If I go in here, let's just see what I have. I have some stuff on these dinos already. If we look at for wood, yeah, so this could be my wood chest. I have 79 on my deer. I'll pull those in here. Okay, so that's starting as my wood chest. I'll make this my thatch chest. Pull those guys in here. And then I'll have a stone chest over here. I don't think I have any... No, I do have some stone in my mortar and pestle. But the idea behind all of this is that if I can get like 3 chests full of just resources, that I can bring this raft back to my island, which is over there, where I'm going to start building my base. And I can just pull all the resources I need whenever I'm building stuff. So I don't have to like run around and gather stuff constantly as I'm building. I can just build whatever I need. And this is actually, I would say this is my most favorite part of this game, is gathering resources. And I know that sounds really grindy, but my best memories playing Ark is when I've had a tough, stressful day, and I just come home and I just want to play a video game and de-stress and zone out. This is what I think of as the ideal experience, is I hop into one of these Ark worlds where I'm in this beautiful land, where I could just like kind of absorb myself into this mystical environment. And I just sit there and I just harvest resources. For some reason for me, that's just a very soothing thing to do. And it's my favorite part of this game. So that's where we're going to start out today, is gathering resources with my army of dinos here. And we're going to run around on these dinos and get a whole bunch of stuff. And we're back on my island here where we're going to build the base. And let me show you what we have gathered. So I'm going to run over to my raft here. Oh, all my stuff has disappeared. Let me bring it back in. There we go. And so we got our 3 chests here, and they are all full to the brim of supplies. You can see my storage is almost completely maxed out. So we got wood. We have fiber. And we have, I'll make them over here. Oop. And we got stone. And I also spent some time and got a lot of, oh, sorry, this was thatch, not fiber. This is thatch. And then I spent some time and got fiber using my sickle, which is pretty easy to get all around here. All these bushes give fiber. Okay, so with all that material, I can just start crafting tons of foundations and building materials and different stuff like that. Now, I'll probably want to use stone for a lot of the foundations. You know, we live on this herbivore island, so there aren't any bad dinosaurs here that will destroy my buildings. But if I accidentally hit a dino, like let's say I accidentally hit this guy, he'll start going to attack my buildings. So I at least want the foundations to be made of stone, which are going to be harder to damage for some of these dinos. And then for the walls and the ceilings and stuff, I can use less robust materials that are more economical, like thatch and things for like the roofs, because those would be easy to repair if they ever got damaged. My idea for what I want to do here is I'm going to start by building a kind of a large flat crafting platform in the middle here on this hill. And then all surrounding it, I'd like to build on the water bungalows that kind of hang out over the water. I think that'll be very cool. Give it kind of a tropical resort vibe almost. And that's my plan. So I'm gonna skip over a lot of this building stuff, but I'll just start out by showing you how it will start. So maybe I will do my platform maybe over here. So let's start by just building some foundations. Go into crafting, we'll go to stone, we'll do foundations, and maybe let's start with 16. So maybe like took a screenshot. Maybe a 4x4 foundation. So put crafting cost, that encumbers me greatly. We'll craft all 16. So yeah, that's what makes this easy is I could just pull everything I needed from those storage chests and it just puts it in here. This might be more than I can carry. We're up to 20 weight. Every foundation is weighs less than the actual materials it uses to make it. So my weight should be going down. But I still don't know if I only have 270 weight. So a lot of pro Ark players try to really bump up their weight. Oh, look it. I have just enough weight to carry 16 foundations. That is great. All right, so let me put that on my hotbar. We'll come down here. And I'll put it out. Maybe I'll put it over here. You know, one of the things I want pretty quickly here is a forge, and that's really what I'm going to want to put on this crafting platform. So the trick whenever you're building an Ark, because there aren't any real flat elevations in Ark usually, you want to pick your highest point of where you're going to build from and start from there. And let's lower this down towards the ground. Because if you start from your highest point, then you won't run into the situation where your foundations run into the ground. I love building an Ark. It's so much fun, just like clicking all these like little bits and pieces together. Okay, so this is 3x3. This is already pretty large. I definitely want it to come out more this way. I mean, maybe I keep it a rectangle. Oh wait, no, was this 4x4? Oh, this is 60. This is 4x4. Okay, you know what? This feels good. This feels pretty good. Okay, let's put some stairs down here to make sure I can get up pretty easily. We'll do stone ramp. This is either a ramp or stairs, depending on what you want. I'll make 4 of these. And then let's make some railings. And so these, but we'll go with thatch because these are just a little bit more decorative. So we'll make 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll make 8 of these. And the cool thing is now we have skins as well. So we can always just, we can build it out of anything and then use skins to make it look how we want, which is really cool. Okay, so we pop down this here, or we actually want to make this, we're going to switch the variation to make this into stairs. So these are, oh, wait a second. These are quarters. What? Why did I make quarters? Well, I guess it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter that these are just quarters. I thought these were like full-on stairs, though. I wanted to put these on all sides. Okay, I'm actually replacing these with the full stairs, not the quarters, because they look slightly different. And it's a more economical use of my resources. I actually like the look of these better. It actually has like a little wooden piece on the side here, which I think is cool. I'm going to put skins on them anyway, but it'll look better if they're full-on stairs. Okay, so on the side here, we can then put railings, and these are the quarter railings. These are the full-on railings. What are these? Oh, the half railings. Okay, so we want these. We're just on, ow, shoot. Misclick. And there we go. Crafting platform is done. So let me go ahead and put some of the skins on just to see how that will look. I'm thinking we want to keep with kind of a rustic, tropical vibe here. You know what? I don't mind these like thatch railings. I think these are very beautiful. So I might just keep these here. You know, over in our kibble farm, we have like the more fancy looking railings. That's a skin that we have on over there. But I would like to change the foundation. I don't necessarily like the stone foundation. So let's go ahead and get our skins out. Go to cosmetics. We'll use the frontier skins. Just drop this down into here. Select it. And we'll just change this into looking like a frontier wooden build here. And I think that looks pretty sharp. What do you think? So this I can put, when I get a forge, I can put a forge up here. I can put my fabricator up here. I can put a generator up here. And this will be kind of a little crafting hub for my base. So I'm going to just keep building around here and put up some more little buildings around here. And I'll bring you back when I have some more done. All right, this is where we're at. And I have already ran out of all of that stone. Can you believe it? This game is so resource intensive. Yes, I know, buddy. I know. It's really frustrating. Oh my gosh, that's a 150 Anki. I should get this guy. 150 Anki just walking around my base here. Okay, I'm getting distracted. Yeah, this is so resource intensive. Between this build here and this build here, we've already used up a full storage chest of stone. That is crazy. Now I have to go gather a whole bunch more stone to keep building this. But again, the reason why you want to make sure your foundations are in stone is because it's stronger. So if something were to happen, like a Bronto comes over here and starts rampaging across my base or something, this will make it more likely that your base will survive. Also, I think sharks can like bite these in the water, and you don't want your base like collapsing in the middle of everything. So I think it's worth the efforts to at least make your foundation in stone, and then we'll try and make the walls in cheaper materials. But yeah, I'm still trying to figure out how to make this work. I want to do some kind of round kind of shape here. I'm not sure how this is going to work with the ceiling as well. And the floors are getting kind of wonky in here. I'm going to fiddle around with this some more and see if we can make this work. But first things first, I'm completely out of stone, so that is my first order of business, is to go get a whole bunch more stone. It's raining here on my island, but I think I have finished the base. Take a look at this. There is my overwater bungalow, and it's also my starter base. Looking pretty fresh. We have a thatch roof, and we have these nice wooden floors and some great views. It's kind of hard to see because it's all cloudy and rainy, but there's my island over there. Some great views of the water over... It's hard to say there's great views when it's so cloudy and everything, but trust me, it's going to look beautiful when it's nice and sunny. Of course, I got my bed in the middle here. And you know what? We'll add more stuff to this over time as we build it out. But this is a great thing to get started. You can see I've organized my storage. I like to be very organized. You guys know this. So I have, wood, thatch, stone, fiber, hide, cementing paste, pelt, flint, charcoal. Over here in their own storage boxes. And then over here we have my armor, tools, weapons, ammo, trophies, chitin, pearls, structures, saddles, and miscellaneous. So we have lots of room here. We can add more storage as we need. We can add more structures in here as we need. We'll probably put some like seating and stuff like that. I don't know. But just for right now, we have my lovely bed. And then up here, this is the crafting area. And we're going to put like the forge up here, the fabricator up here. And of course, we have my old area still over here with my smithy and my forges and stuff. And so we'll still continue to use some of this. But yeah, this is my official starting base now. And my idea is, this will probably expand over time. So I want to have a couple of these overwater bungalows. We'll probably put a couple along the coast here. So as my base continues to grow and we add more stuff to it, that it'll be almost like a little village that continues to grow out here. So I think it's a pretty cool start. It's not the most crazy, amazing base ever, but, this took quite a long time and quite a lot of resources. And remember, I'm doing this on vanilla rates. So I don't got boosted rates on this server. I'm just doing it the way the game was meant to be played. And it takes time to gather resources and put things together. But I do got to say, I love the building system in this game. It's so much fun to just like snap all these pieces together and make it all work. So yeah, I've labeled this building the storage building. And then there's going to be when we add different buildings will have different functionality. But I wanted this to be my main storage building. And check out the roof here. I just think the roof looks so cool from underneath. You can see all the thatch design. So, turned out pretty cool. Let me know in the comments what you think. And you'll have to come back in the next video so you can see it all when it's nice and bright and sunny. But for right now, I think that's a good place to end it off. Let me know what you think of my base, and stay tuned for the next video. That's it for me. Everybody remember, no matter what is going on in your life, to always do something fun every single day. I'm Zach. Thank you for watching.